What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. You tuned in to another review. Today I want to review the top selling album of all time, period. Thriller. If you haven't seen my review of Dangerous album, I got it on my page as well. But now I want to do Michael Jackson Thriller album. I did Dangerous before, so I want to do Thriller on this one. I got my vinyl right here. I got this vinyl a while back. If you can't see it. I got the vinyl record of Thriller. I got it a few years ago. Yeah, top selling album of all time. Yeah, I gotta keep this, in my collection. I gotta keep it safe because I don't want to mess that up. Because classic album, Thriller. A lot of people, the album is overrated, but I feel it's not overrated. It deserves to be, one of the top, the top selling album of all time. So I can't wait to go through this album. I listened to this album millions of times. And I know, especially when he passed away in 2009, a lot of his albums resurged. The sales really launched because when Michael Jackson died, I know everybody remember where they was at the time. I remember I was working at McDonald's at the time, and I kept getting text messages on my phone that people said Michael Jackson was in a coma. Michael Jackson was in all types of conditions. And then by the time I got home on the news, they said, Michael Jackson had passed away. But, rest in peace to the king of pop. It's crazy that, like, people that weren't even alive when he was on this earth, they're influenced by Michael Jackson. Like, these young people on TikTok, everywhere, they weren't even born when he was alive. And so I thought I need to really do a review on this album, Thriller album, produced by Quincy Jones, executive producer. The story behind that is Quincy Jones, he did a lot of jazz music. He worked with Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, what's that group? I forgot the name of that group, Brothers. And he produced a lot of people even before Michael Jackson. And so the way they kind of connected was Michael Jackson was on the Wiz with Diana Ross, and Quincy was doing the music for the Wiz, and Michael was looking for a producer for my solo album. And Quincy Jones said, found a liking to Michael Jackson, and he said, I'll be your producer. And it went on from there. They started with Off the Wall. Off the Wall was a tremendous success. 10 million records sold on that one. When it came out, tremendous success. Got awards for that. But Thriller was that album. It set a lot of marks, as far as, the first, like, one of the first black music videos on MTV. Thriller was a groundbreaking video. Like a lot of his videos was like movies. If you see a lot of his videos, but yeah, Thriller was a classic video. The only part I was mad at, she was screaming. And before she went through the woods, everybody like run through the woods, because Michael Jackson turned into the wolf, and she just sitting there scared, and everybody like run. But yeah, that was a classic part. The choreography was legendary, in that video. So I'm gonna get to the track list. I got a lot to say about each song, and this is gonna be a quick review of this album, this incredible classic album, Thriller. So Thriller was released November 30th, 1982 on Epic Records. Of course, he had a lot of problems with Sony later on. Y'all know the deal with a lot of stuff with Sony. But Michael was a very smart music business person as well. He owned a lot of catalogs. Later on he bought the Beatles catalog and a lot of other people's catalogs, especially in the Sony ATV publishing family. He bought a lot of publishing, and Thriller is one of the top selling albums of all time. This is very groundbreaking as far as pop music. Off the Wall was more of disco, but this kind of went into the pop side of Michael Jackson. And I love the way the album starts with "Wanna Be Starting Something," very popish. Just sets the tone of the album. I love that way they started the album with a very good up tempo. Really sets the mood. Like, this is the album to be mess with. Like, you need to listen to this album. That's the way "Wanna Be Starting Something." I love the African influence in the chants at the end. I love the horn section, the brass in this song. That "Mama say mama makusa," that part, that's classic. And a lot of these songs on the album is sampled too. A lot of this stuff. And this was produced by Quincy Jones. "Baby Be Mine." I love the chords, like especially on the pre-hook. And he's really, like, on this song, the way his vocals is, he's really mesmerizing this girl. He like, "Baby Be Mine," he's in the chorus is very dreamy. The sound is very dreamy on this song, and I love the guitar on this song. And Rod Temperton was a big part of this album. He's very, very underrated as a songwriter, producer. Rod Temperton, he also produced "Rock With You," wrote Rock With You. A lot of songs on the first album, Off the Wall. He wrote a lot of stuff on there. "The Girl Is Mine" with Paul McCartney. Tremendous song. Very, it got that real pop vibe to it. Real mid-tempo. "The Girl Is Mine." I love the way their voices blend together. They got a lot of history together. Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. And like I said earlier, later on he bought the Beatles catalog. And he's a very smart businessman, Michael Jackson. And then Thriller, I love the haunting sound of it, the instrumentation. I love Vincent Price's voice on this song, the way he really went into the song. And Rod Temperton, he wrote this song, Thriller. I know his royalties is crazy. Rod Temperton. And "Beat It." I'll say "Beat It" is my less favorite song on this album. Like this, I like that. That's the least favorite song on this album to me, "Beat It." But the video is legendary. The video is legendary. But even though I say it's the least favorite, it was still an incredible song. The guitar lick by Slash at the end, very legendary. The choreography on the video, Billie Jean. Everybody always want to know who Billie Jean is, but that was an iconic video. "Billie Jean is not my lover." So, Billie Jean. Human Nature. The story around that is very incredible. One of the writers on the song, Steve Porcaro, he was getting ready for rehearsal with his group called Toto. If y'all don't know the group Toto, there was a big group in the 80s. They did that song called Africa. Well, he was getting ready for rehearsal, and he stopped by his daughter's mom's house, where she was staying. And the daughter said she had a bad day at school. She about 5 years old. She had a bad day at school. She fell off the slide during, I guess, recess or whatever, and a boy pushed her, and she was very mad at that. And she told her daddy, Steve Porcaro, co-writer of Human Nature. She told her daddy, this boy hit me. Like, she was like, why do people treat you this way? You know, why people are so mean? And that inspired him to write Human Nature, and he thought of that title, Human Nature. And him and the other people, you know, and Toto, also John Bettis, co-writer, wrote a lot of the verse on Human Nature. They thought of, you know, that whole thing. And Steve Porcaro, he came up with the hook. Why tell them that it's human nature? Why? You know, they thought of that song, and that was a success. And like every song on Thriller is, you know, single potential. You know, every song is a classic. And it's so many people that has, you know, sampled Human Nature, from SWV, Blackstreet, Tupac. He did a song called Thug Nature. A lot of songs from this song. She Ain't You, Chris Brown. So many songs, you know, really samples Human Nature, and it's a very incredible song. The melody is so iconic. So shout out to Steve Porcaro and John Bettis. Pretty Young Thing, written by James Ingram, Quincy Jones. This song has been sampled a lot, from Monica to Kanye West on Good Life. A lot of people sampled this song, PYT. And yeah, what can I say about this song? I love the rhythm of the song. I love the synths on there on this song. A lot of synthesizers on this song as well. And it ends off the album with Lady in My Life. That was a very smooth song. Very, like, you know, Michael's like a crooner type on this track. Very smooth, very grown. His vocals on this song. And this song was sampled a lot. You know, Boyz II Men, Hey Lover with LL Cool J. And there's a lot of other songs, you know, that samples this song. So going back to Human Nature, they were about to put a song up there called Carousel, but they replaced that with Human Nature, and I'm glad they did, because I heard Carousel. It's a good song, but Human Nature is that song. And another part of that Human Nature story, the group Toto, the keyboardist, I forgot his name, but he was a good writer as well. They were trying to make demos for Michael's album. They were looking for songs, certain types of songs for Michael's album. And Steve Porcaro, he happened to put Human Nature on the other side of that cassette, that demo. And so once he was in his office, listened to all the songs on the demo, and it happens to play long enough to go into Human Nature. And Quincy found liking to that, and the rest is history. And so, you know, this has been my review of the Michael Jackson Thriller. That made me want to grab this vinyl and listen to it now. Human Nature, Thriller album makes me want to, you know, pick it up and and listen to it right now. So, yeah, this has been my review of Michael Jackson Thriller. Very iconic album. Like I said, if you haven't listened to my Dangerous album review, that was a pretty good review as well. And also my Cash App has been on the bottom of the screen. Cash App $JGillsVA if you want to support me. And also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you'll be updated on all my latest content. This has been my review of the Thriller album, the top selling album of all time. Okay, alright, peace.